You're going to love this. Trust me, what you're seeing now is my normal state.
Welcome, I'm Spaghetti King, and this is Study Date with the School's Most Popular Girl by Seroxy ASMR. Now, I got into Seroxy in the way that probably a lot of people did, which is that one infamous video that has been censored as of late. And, maybe I'll talk about that video a little bit later when I'm getting more into the review section, but the audio begins with you inviting her into your house there, and that's how it goes, right? You are like this nerd character, top grade guy, and you're inviting her to your house for a study kind of thing. Apparently you're in biology. That's mainly what you talk about. So you invite her in, and then you kind of just go. You have a plan because you're probably some kind of like bookworm, very like plan oriented. This kind of like autistic, misanthropic type. I can relate, and it starts with you looking, and she corrects you on this one term. Let's see if I can look it up, because I don't remember it. It was some French word. Obviously, I'm not going to remember that. I have no French in me. I'm not a Frenchman. Gros Michel, something like that. I mean, she can't pronounce it. I can't pronounce it. I'm not French. I'm not a Frenchman. I don't understand. I don't understand the way. No, sir. Don't get it. It's not in me. It's. I'm as far from, so, but she corrects you on this term. She says apparently this plant is apparently growing in Central America and Southeast Asia, possibly originated in Southeast Asia. So that's your resident Asian reference for the video. And, I thought, because, she wants to have the resident Asian reference, always have a little tiny Asian reference, I said, how about I reference my own people? And we'll just do this for every time I review a Seroxy video, because, it's just a fun little thing. She's doing a fun little thing, I'll do a fun little thing. So, did you know Austria has the most amount of castles relative to its land area of any country in Europe? That's because of the Habsburg crown lands that were ruled through, personal unions and marriages throughout, medieval and semi-modern history of Europe. So Austria has a lot of castles, a lot of good-looking ones, and Austria for a bit was kind of like the Versailles of Germany in a way, kind of like that, right? And I believe Nicolas Cage owns 2 castles in Austria. I believe maybe he owns 2 castles in Europe. But I think it was 2 castles in Austria, and then maybe one more somewhere else. I think it was that one I haven't checked on. But, that's what it is. That's my resident Euro reference, my resident European, resident white reference for the day. And that's how it goes, right? It's a fun, it's a nice little fun game, right? Factoid time. But anyway, going on. Let me pick up the pace a bit. So she, after this, goes into her kind of like backstory, where she talks about how she has this interest in botany, which is like gardening and flowers and whatnot, if you're not literate on that term. But she had this interest kind of repressed by her old boyfriend, who said that whenever she pointed out little factoids about these things, he would be like, "You're making me look bad. You're making me look bad, hon. Don't talk about flowers, I don't need you to do that." Nah. Sounds like a quite, shamoke to me, but, whatever. Apparently, she liked them a lot, so she, stuck in line and, didn't present like the nerd and talk about, gardening and flowers and whatnot. And it is the curse of the extrovert. You get these friends who really aren't devoted to you. They really aren't loyal to you. They'll leave you on a dime. They'll pressure you to conform to them. You have more of them, but they aren't loyal to you in that way. So if you're an extrovert and you can get some good loyal friends, well, you've done well, I'll say. And if you're an introvert and you can get friends, then you've also done well. Although if you're an introvert, the friends you get will be more loyal. That's just how it goes. But that's her situation. So in this case, she's kind of opening up her interest to you because you're smart enough to be able to talk about this stuff. I was never in biology. I probably would have not been all that great in biology. I mean, maybe I would have, actually, because I always put a lot of effort into my classes, and I always got really good grades in my classes, no matter what it was for the most part, so I probably would have done good, I guess. But, I would have been high IQ enough to understand it anyway, right? And, she's opening up to you, and you actually say that she impresses you. You're impressed with her knowledge and her interest and whatnot. It's nice. It's nice to have this kind of thing, and be competent and whatnot. And she always had higher grades than her boyfriend, and boyfriend apparently wasn't into that. And I would get that too. If I had a girlfriend and she was getting like higher grades than me, that probably would kind of bug me too, honestly. But the difference is because I'm like a straight A guy, I always got like the highest grades, so kind of bug me, But I understand that. I understand that, especially when your main skill is your IQ and whatnot. It can be kind of tingy, but this guy doesn't sound like the type. He just sounds kind of like a shamoke, arrogant kind of poopy head. Not really a fan from what I hear, but she liked him, and happens a lot with women. They take in a poopy head, a dunderhead, arrogant youngin who really needs to get a whipping from. Whipping from the grit of life before he can stand tall like a good whale. But that's how it goes, and especially for these extrovert popular types. I honestly feel bad for a lot of those people in a lot of cases because they can get caught up in vanity really easily. But that's how it goes. And that was basically her case, and she says she's impressed with you and whatnot. And, you kind of compliment each other in this kind of wholesome moment, and it's really nice because she kind of like opens up in that way where she couldn't before. And then she goes on this kind of this moment where how do I describe this? Where she's like, well, we're in your house. You want to do more than just study, right? I mean, we're kind of behind schedule here. And, she's like, we're in the private of your own home here, There's probably something else you were thinking of doing, right? And then she points out the fact that you have, like, a gaming setup or whatever. And she's, this is a great quote. She's like, you're not just a nerd, you're a gamer. I'm like, yeah, I'm a gamer, yeah. Gamer moment, yeah, gamer moment. We're here. I'm a gamer. You're right. You got it right. You guessed, and then it kind of smooths down after that, and she's like, you apparently thought for a second that she was into games too. You were like, oh, gamer GF. Oh, have the prophecies been fulfilled? Is this the day? And she's like, no, not really into gaming, but I am into gardening, and, that's fine. That's fine. Do not go on the crusade for a gamer GF. I honestly don't really believe in the gamer GF thing. It just isn't real. It's an idealization. It's just not in the real world. Stop striving for it. Find a real woman. Get back to Earth, Sonny, and, get married and, get a job and whatever. Yeah, so not a gamer GF, but a gardener GF, and that's a good one. That's a good skill. That's a useful one. She'd probably know how to brew good tea, right? So that's a good one. No problem there. And it pretty much goes from there. And she says, tomorrow let's go to my house, and I'll show you around my little garden that I have, or it's her parents' garden, and she has fresh cucumbers off the tree, and that sounds great. I'm a cucumber man, and I've never had fresh cucumbers, so I think I'd be very impressed. You ever have fresh strawberries? Whoa, whoa. Fresh strawberries, fresh apples. It's quite the taste to behold. But that's it. So that's the audio there. So very good as always by Seroxy. I always like I am very much a Seroxy fan. Don't get my quips confused. It's all in good fun. It's all in good fun. But when people make ethnic references and ethnic kind of statements, I find it fun to play along. Because other white people are afraid to. They're like, oh, what's that about? But no, it's fun, right? It's all fun and games, right? It's all ethnic culture. It's all diversity, right? Right? So it's all fun, right? Don't. Honestly, I'm not even saying it ironically. I'm just saying it in good fun. But yeah, that was this audio. So I guess I can review some points. So one thing that I kind of wasn't as much a fan of with Seroxy is, and you would know this, especially if you saw the video that she's known for, that sister one or whatever, your best friend's sister, whatnot. That video was it was too lewd, and it was too lewd for one reason: belt buckle. Belt buckle. Hear the belt buckle coming off, and you get some kind of implications going on there. If that belt buckle thing weren't there, you would you would be free of some concerns. But it was there, so it had to be removed for the sanctity of us all. And I approve that it was, but is how it is. But this one was very wholesome. And literally, it's you talking with this girl, and she's talking about these things that she hasn't gone over personally, and you go over that, and then you kind of like go on like friendly terms. She's like, yeah, I'll invite you to my place, this kind of thing. And it's honestly just very endearing and very wholesome and very kawaii, and I like it. It's honestly what I have to say about it. It's just good stuff. So I like the scenario. It's actually it's a good scenario. So probably the last thing I have to say is the art. The art is interesting because, of course, one thing Seroxy does now is she just shows like a black screen with the audio. It's something she did a little bit more recently. And I'm not really the biggest fan of it. I think the art I've said, the art is something that gives immersion. ASMR is supposed to give you immersion, put you into this different kind of state, this imaginary kind of state. And when you just have black, well, you have to enforce your own immersion. And I think it's sad too, because I like this art. The art's kind of interesting because at first I thought it was Nino from Gotobu no Hanayon, or Quintessential Quintuplets. Forgive my anime nerd moment. But I look at it closer, and I don't really think it is. Her clothes are really similar. But her hair, she doesn't have the same kind of hair things that she ties to. I guess they would be like a ribbon, but it's kind of a different thing. At least I don't think they're the same. And she has some kind of like panda thing on her bangs or something, which I've never seen Nino have. And she's got like yellow eyes. I don't know. Maybe it's some alt fan art of Nino or something that was edited, or maybe it isn't, but whatever. Point is, it's good nonetheless. It's good. I see that, and I get the character. I think it's fitting of the character. The background is just like a PC gamer setup thing, literally. And I think it's good. I think it's good art. I think it's befitting. I think it's appropriate. So, I like the art, and I wish you actually got to see the art in the video and not just in the thumbnail, so I'll just say that. But, that will be it. So, now I'll give the rating. So, audio 5 out of 5, wholesome rating 5 out of 5, overall rating 10 out of 10, rank great. So, nearly right there, and only held back by personal reasons for me. And, you know, the personal reasons are nothing really specific. It's just, you know, the rank is more of like the impact it had on me. You know what I mean? Like, when it's like a rank legend, that means like I'm gonna like go back to it and like remember it, and I'm like, like that's stuck with me really well. That's pretty much what the rank is about. So this one, it's not gonna like, you know, it's not gonna be like sticking with me like, you know, Die Hard or whatever. But just in terms of how it was made, excellent. Very good progression. Location is very clear. The characterization is on point. I got all that. I really enjoyed that. How that went. Loved her acting. Honestly, just say that. You know, it was good when she was having her kind of confession moment about her past and whatnot. When she was kind of playing you into that, and then she went into the, you're not a nerd, you're a gamer. Like, it was good. It was legit. I approve. So, you know, there we go. Thank you for watching. I'm Spaghetti King. I love you all, and farewell.